Hey Bears fan, it really feels like this team is finally heading into a season with real expectations again. The hype around Chicago is getting bigger every single week, and with all these schedule leaks coming out, you can already tell the league is putting the Bears right in the spotlight. Primetime games, huge matchups, division battles. This season has the chance to be something special if everything clicks the way fans are hoping. Drop a like if you're ready for Bears football again, and comment "Bear Down" if you believe this team is finally ready to make noise this season. The Chicago Bears are already becoming one of the biggest attractions in the entire NFL, and now the leaked schedule is starting to show exactly how much confidence the league has in this team heading into the 2025 season. The Bears are expected to open the year on the road against the Carolina Panthers, setting up a fascinating matchup between Caleb Williams and Bryce Young, the two quarterbacks forever connected because of the massive trade that changed the future of both franchises. This game feels much bigger than a normal Week 1 opener. Chicago has spent the last 2 years building toward this moment, and now the expectation is clear. This team is supposed to win games like this. Carolina made the playoffs last season, but there is still a feeling around the league that the Bears have the stronger roster, the better momentum, and a quarterback ready to explode in year 2. Starting the season 1-0 on the road could completely change the energy around this team because, after that opener, Chicago will have 9 home games remaining across the final 16 contests. Then comes one of the first massive spotlight games of the Ben Johnson era. According to the leaks, Week 3 brings Monday Night Football at Soldier Field against the defending NFC powerhouse Philadelphia Eagles. This is the rematch Bears fans have been waiting for ever since Chicago embarrassed Philadelphia in that unforgettable Black Friday game where the Bears ran all over Vic Fangio's defense. The atmosphere for this one is going to be insane because there is already real tension building between these staffs. Fangio will absolutely want revenge after Ben Johnson completely controlled that matchup offensively last year. What makes this matchup even more interesting is that Philadelphia is reportedly changing parts of its offense around Jalen Hurts. There are questions about whether Hurts can fully adapt to a more under-center, play-action-heavy system, especially with uncertainty surrounding the supporting cast. Meanwhile, Chicago believes Caleb Williams is entering the stage where he can begin outperforming the elite quarterbacks in the NFC on the biggest stages possible. 1 week later, the Bears could get what many already consider one of the most favorable matchups on the schedule when the New York Jets reportedly visit Soldier Field in Week 4. Around the league, there is already heavy skepticism about where the Jets are heading as a franchise. Even with Geno Smith arriving, this is still viewed as a rebuilding football team with major questions on both sides of the ball. The danger here is obvious, though. Chicago would be coming off an emotional Monday night battle with Philadelphia, making this the definition of a trap game. But if the Bears are serious contenders, these are the games they cannot afford to lose. And then, the primetime spotlight keeps growing. Week 7 is expected to feature Thursday Night Football against the New England Patriots in a matchup that could become one of the defining quarterback storylines of the season. Caleb Williams versus Drake May, two young quarterbacks trying to establish themselves as the faces of the NFL's future. There is already a growing belief that Caleb has the opportunity to become the best quarterback from the 2024 draft class, and beating the defending AFC champions in prime time would send a massive statement to the rest of the league. What stands out most from these leaks is how aggressively the NFL is pushing the Bears into marquee television windows. Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football. Multiple appearances at Soldier Field before the season even reaches November. That only happens when the league believes a team is becoming nationally relevant again. And honestly, It feels like Chicago is finally entering that territory after years of inconsistency and frustration. Another huge primetime game reportedly arrives in Week 9 when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to Chicago for Sunday Night Football. There are mixed opinions around Tampa entering this season, especially with questions surrounding Baker Mayfield's health and the transition happening on both sides of the ball. The Bears, meanwhile, appear to be catching several Southern teams at cold weather moments later in the season, something that could become a major advantage for Ben Johnson's squad. And maybe the most fascinating part of all this is the growing sense that the Bears are no longer being treated like a rebuilding team. The schedule leaks suggest the NFL sees Chicago as entertainment, as a contender, and as a franchise worth showcasing repeatedly in front of a national audience. That changes expectations immediately. This season is no longer just about improvement. It is about proving this team belongs among the NFC elite. So if these leaks are accurate, and the Bears really are getting this many spotlight games early in the season, what does that tell you about how the league views Caleb Williams and this roster heading into 2025? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and turn on notifications because all the latest Chicago Bears news is happening right here first. And while you're here, click the video on your screen now for more Bears updates and analysis you won't want to miss.